So today Ed Boon was supposed to release another hint, but nothing as of yet. If he does post something later today or tomorrow, I'll make sure to let you know. But for today's video, we'll be discussing some more characters who might be in Mortal Kombat 11, and sadly some characters who were deconfirmed as well. With a heavy heart, certain characters are not going to be in Mortal Kombat 11, and we just have to accept that. So first up, we have this post right here. Now it's not labeled as a clue, but I don't see why he would post this for no reason at all. And in this post, Ed Boon says, watch this for long enough and your knees will hurt. When I first saw this post, I immediately thought of Havoc, and if you didn't play the 3D era games, you might not be sure why I'm thinking that. So oddly enough, in Deception, Havoc literally breaks his knees to throw a fireball at you. It looks really goofy, I know, and the 3D era games were already goofy, but Havoc even more so because his entire thing is being from the Chaos realm, which means unpredictable and random. Once again, Havoc is the exact opposite of Order, that's why his realm does battle with the realm of Order. So once again, when I first saw this post, I thought it has to be Havoc. However, some people have got an entirely different theory. If you watch one of Brusque Poet's recent videos, he brings up how this video is actually from a song called Scream by Michael Jackson. And as a result, he and many others think this might be hinting at Ghostface being in Mortal Kombat 11, and that could work because Mortal Kombat does love to add characters from horror films. I mean, we already have Freddy Krueger, we have Jason Voorhees, we have Leatherface, all those crazy characters. And at one point, we were also going to get Ash Williams. However, it seems like Ed Boon has finally come out and said that that's not going to happen. He's sad about it, but we're not going to get Ash Williams in Mortal Kombat 11. So that's the first character I'm going to deconfirm in this video, and there's more as the video goes on, but sadly, it seems like Ash is not going to be in Mortal Kombat 11. Either that or Ed Boon is lying to our faces multiple times, which honestly I would not put that past him, but I don't think Ed Boon's ever directly lied. He's trolled and kind of led people on, but I don't think he's ever said a character's not going to be in the game and then later put them in the game. So if you were to ask me personally, I would say that Ash Williams is likely not going to be in Mortal Kombat 11. However, there is some good news following this. A lot of you pointed out in my last video that Michael Myers was actually not deconfirmed. Instead, he was just not the person talked about in that post. In other words, he was not the character that Ed Boon was hinting about. That is possible. However, I do think that Michael Myers was deconfirmed, but at the same time, unlike Ash Williams, I can't be certain here. It could be that he's just not the one he was talking about in the hint, and Michael Myers will in fact be in the game. However, out of all the horror characters, the one that seems the most likely so far is Ghostface. But here's the thing, if it was in fact about Ghostface, I don't think he would have included this text right here. He's talking specifically about your knees, and that's why I still think it's about Havoc and not Ghostface, but if I'm wrong, then I will eat my words, Brusque Poet. Now, I mentioned earlier this might not actually be a clue, and Ed Boon has talked about having knee injuries in the past. However, the reason I think this might be a clue is actually a previous post that he made. So check out this post right here. As Ed Boon says, he had an idea for a clue, but his team said it was a bit too easy to solve, so he didn't post it. But he thought, you know what, I should have posted it anyway. And that's why I think the dancing clip that he posted has to do with the clue. He just didn't label it as a clue to make it a bit less obvious. I still think it might mean Havoc. Oh boy, here we have SMG Princess talking about Scarecrow. I honestly don't think he's going to be DLC for Mortal Kombat 11, but anything is possible. For anyone who doesn't know, his voice actor does also do Freddy Krueger, and Freddy Krueger was also DLC, and he's already done some voice lines for Mortal Kombat 11, I think, and that's why a lot of people think that Scarecrow could be the next DLC character. And personally, I don't really want him in. I don't like guest characters that much as it is, but I especially don't want any more DC characters. Once again though, I will eat my words, SMG Princess, if I'm wrong. If you or Brusque Poet are correct, then I will eat my words and apologize completely, but I just don't think these characters are going to be in there. I don't think it's going to be Ghostface, and I also don't think we're getting Scarecrow. And here's one more post that had a ton of people freaking out, so check this out. We have Reptile cosplay. Why would he post this? Is Reptile going to be the next DLC character? In my honest opinion, no, I don't think so. For one thing, this is way too on the nose, and that's why I think he's trying to lead people astray. It's a very obvious troll if you ask me. Pretty dope cosplay though. I would love to wear this outfit to a convention, I'm not gonna lie, and I love the idea of using string here to make the ball levitate. That's just awesome. At first I thought he just tossed the ball and his friend took the photo when it was in midair, but no, check it out, there's some very thin string right there. Cool stuff. Maybe some fishing line. Either way, it's suspended by string. And some people have also said that the upcoming Combat League rewards could also be hinting towards Reptile. For anyone who's not aware, one of the upcoming Combat Leagues is going to have a bunch of Reptile themed skins for characters. However, for me personally, I think that actually helps to debunk Reptile being a DLC character, because otherwise they wouldn't put a bunch of characters in who look like him. That seems to be the opposite of him being DLC, in my opinion. Once again, I could be wrong, but to me, a bunch of characters looking like Reptile makes it more likely that Reptile will not be in the game. Though some might argue that D'Vorah is in the game, and the newest Kombat League has a bunch of D'Vorah skins, so that could be possible that Reptile's gonna be in the game for the same reason, you know, a bunch of Reptile skins, and then Reptile comes in, and D'Vorah skins could be foreshadowing that, but to me, it feels like a bit of a stretch. I don't think Reptile's going to be in the game, at least not yet. And real quick, I wanted to talk about a very fake post that was going around and got a bunch of people excited, myself included, but to me it seemed like it was too good to be true, and this particular post had characters like Melina and Harley Quinn and other weird stretches like that. Takeda too. When I see Takeda and Melina, that just seems too good to be true. I didn't see it being real. However, with that said, there were certain things on this post that were coming true, and it made a lot of people think the entire thing was true, but it turns out that most of it was fake, and I think even the person who was sharing it around came clean and said it was not true, which means that all the things on the post that did in fact turn out to be true was just a cosmic coincidence. So unfortunately, it does not look like Melina is going to be in Mortal Kombat 11, at least not yet. If NetherRealm wants to support this game for a very, very long time, at some point if they get desperate, they're gonna add in all the favorites, but I don't see Melina coming in, at least not for the next group of characters. But then finally, to end this video, I wanted to talk about one of the biggest stretches I have ever seen for an upcoming character. So about 1 or 2 videos ago, we talked about the different clues, Clue 1, Clue 2, and Clue 2.5. And for the final hint, we were told the title of this video is actually what mattered, and if you asked me, it pointed towards Natara. However, some people interpreted this clue completely differently, so follow me on this logic here. It's some big brain stuff happening with this reasoning. So if we look at this title, it says Nightmare on Elm Street. Elm Street, named after trees, specifically elm trees. What stage of Mortal Kombat has trees? The Living Forest stage. That stage has trees. Okay, it's adding up so far. Okay, now what character shows up in the Living Forest stage? Jade and Smoke. Jade's already in the game, so it means Smoke confirmed for Mortal Kombat 11 because of Nightmare on Elm Street. I seriously hope a lot of you stretched before that reach. And look, I'm not saying it's impossible for Smoke to be in the game, but I do not think these clues point towards Smoke. And keep in mind, Ed Boon did say no repeat DLC characters. At least I think he did. People tell me that was never said, so someone please post in the comments section where that post was made on Twitter or what video said there would be no repeat DLC characters. Because according to every video I've watched, Ed Boon did say there won't be any repeat DLC characters, and we did have Triborg from Mortal Kombat X. And as a result, a lot of Smoke fans are holding out on a loophole that it wasn't specifically Smoke who was DLC, it was Triborg, and only one variation was Smoke. And look, I understand what it's like to want a character really, really bad. I still desperately want Melina to be in this game. But look at me, okay? Look in my eyes. It's gonna be okay. Chances are this is not referring to Smoke, and he might not be in Mortal Kombat 11, but he's still a great character, and we can still enjoy him in the past 2 games. And so far, that's sadly all the clues that we have for Mortal Kombat 11, but I do think that Ed Boon might post another clue tomorrow. As you can see right here, I straight up asked him, where is the clue, Elder God Boon? And then this guy right here posting a fake tweet. I don't believe this is real. I'm sorry. I just can't believe he would say something this obvious and go, oh, Combat Pack 3. For one thing, he's not going to call it Combat Pack 3. I do imagine when this whole thing drops, it's going to be given a unique title, kind of like Aftermath. It's going to have its own unique title. I don't think it's going to be called Combat Pack 3. But honestly, no matter what it's called, I really hope that Ed Boon doesn't wait all the way till the Game Awards to post new stuff about Mortal Kombat 11. If that happens, I will absolutely cry. I'm going to be honest, the well of video ideas is running a bit dry on this channel, and I don't want to try and hold out for 2 more months. That sounds really tough to do. But that's about it for the video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below. It really does help the channel out a ton. And then keep that combo going by suplexing that subscribe button. That way you never miss a future video. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdog. I stuttered a bit there at the end. Man, I'm really tired. I gotta get me some sleep.